Hello everybody, Dan Babis here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Today we have a story for you, a pretty sad story, and it has to do with Kimberly, aka Kimberly Menzies. She posted something pretty sad on her Instagram just a few minutes ago, and so we're going to talk about that. Now, if you guys remember actually during her first season that Kimberly was on the show, she had her mom come on the show, and her mom passed away, I believe, at some point during the season. So pretty sad all around. Now, Kimberly came back on Instagram and posted the following. So let's go and check it out. And you can see here, it's a picture of Kimberly and her sister this time around. Now, I don't know why Instagram is doing this, so it's a little weird here, but I'll just read what she says. So, my sister passed away on Thursday. She was a beautiful woman who loved her husband and 2 children very much. She was an amazing big sister to me and a great aunt to Jamal. I have so many childhood memories with her that I will always cherish. She loved 90 Day Fiancé and is actually the one who got me watching it. She loved seeing me on the show and was so excited to watch every week. So you can see, very, very sad. Her sister passed away. No words can express my pain as I just lost my mom last year. Please keep my family in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you. I love you, Terry. Thank you for being such a wonderful sister to me. And then you can see some of these pictures here. I don't know why Instagram does this to me, but it's all kind of jumbled up. So let's see if we can scroll. I guess it's not letting me do it. I'll have to fix this. But there you go, guys. So Kimberly's sister passed away. So very sad, tragic news. And as she said there, her mom passed away last year. And yeah, she posted pictures of her mom actually just recently. So we could see here in this article that Kim posts pics of mom 1 year after that. So Kim posts pics of mom 1 year after that. We know Kim best from her shaky relationship with Usman. In this case, matters little if you like Kim or not, but you can't hate her for missing on her mom. And so she posted these pictures with her mom. And today marks 1 year since my mom's passing, so no words can explain how much I miss her. I would give everything up just to hug her one more time. My mom was my rock and biggest cheerleader, but I know she is smiling down on me and JDMZ. JDMZ, I believe, is Jamal. She was the nicest person you could ever know. I love you so much, Mommy. I know you're proud of us. So very sad times for Kimberly. Pretty heartbreaking there. So, I wish her all the best. When Kimberly first came on the show, she was a little all over the place. She kind of grew on me, I guess. I can say, I don't know about you guys. You guys let me know what you think. But I think over time, she kind of grew on me, and I think she kind of came into her own. When she first appeared on the show, it looked like she looked a bit like a deer in the headlights. Perhaps the cameras being around, she was being phased by it. I'm not exactly sure, but she didn't look very comfortable. She was out of sorts. At least that was the impression that I had. And eventually she became more comfortable, and she now looks like she's in her element. She's holding her own very well during the tell-all. She looks very comfortable. And so I got to commend Kimberly for that. So I kind of went from not being a fan to becoming more of a fan. Now, I will say that I do feel like this season perhaps was a little bit fake, just in my opinion. But, that's the producer's job to make sure that it's not fake, or to make sure that it is fake. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but that is what they're supposed to do. It was weird, though, how just easily they called it off. Her and Usman on the season. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but it felt very sudden, just the way that everything was called off. Everything was beautiful, right? Like, they got the blessing from the mom. They were going to get married. They were going to, potentially adopt, Usman's nephew, I believe. And so things were looking on the up and up. I thought personally that the proposition to adopt actually was not a bad one because, if I were Kimberly, I don't I don't think I'd be okay with Usman having another wife. So I think the proposition of adopting, all things considered, wasn't that bad. It was very acceptable. So I thought that they were making a lot of progress. And then it looks like there was a huge gap in their storyline. And boom, things just escalated. And I think we kind of fast forwarded to a few weeks later. And they just had a massive fight and tears and everything. And they just kind of broke up. And this was confirmed during the tell-all. So I feel like there's a part of the puzzle here that's missing, which is why I'm not sure that I'm fully sold on this relationship. I wasn't really sold on it from the beginning, but it feels a little odd to me this season. And I think that we even saw at one point Usman give Kimberly, or actually he gifted Jamal the PlayStation. So it's kind of like everything was coming full circle. So it begs the question of whether that PS5 was an investment by Kimberly to give to Usman, and then she knew that she was going to get it back, give it to Jamal. It was kind of like an investment for Jamal to appear on the show. Just a theory, but there were some questions that I had about this whole angle this season. So let's take a look at this other article here about Kimberly and Usman, because we also have Lisa, who came out recently. So we're kind of doing a video about Kimberly Usman, but we're also covering this because this also came out recently. Lisa, of course, still making the headlines because she came out recently and slammed Usman again as a scammer and a fool in a diss about his auto-tune usage. Of course, the scam thing came out during the tell-all. Angela was the one that blasted Usman for being a scammer. She said this in the past. She reiterated it during the tell-all. Kimberly, she was kind of on Usman's side. So I'm not exactly sure. She seemed pretty adamant that Usman did not scam her, which is another reason why perhaps this whole angle wasn't really authentic. Perhaps it was some kind of an agreement to kind of, both get some publicity, get some airtime, get some exposure. Lisa Baby Girl Ham is calling out Usman's Soulja Boy. And she says that she slammed his behavior after Kim's son Jamal accused him of manipulating his mother following their split. Jamal, Ed, and other cast nailed it. She shared an Instagram video set to big scammer Soda Boy. Karma is being served to you at the moment. In a second post set to Ludacris act a fool, Lisa poked fun at Usman's music career. How are these two going? Laugh at Libby. At least she doesn't auto-tune, unlike this fool, she wrote, adding the hashtag scammers. So on Sunday's tell-all episode, Jamal claimed Usman tricked his mother into breaking up with him. She wants to believe that it was her that ended it, but basically to me, what I think is like Usman said, look, I want a kid with a second wife, and my mom still said yes, and he was like, you know what? I don't want to have my own kid. I want to adopt a kid, he explained per Entertainment Tonight. So if anything, he guilted her into breaking up, and I feel like you broke up with him, but it's like he pushed you to do it, he continued, and so now he doesn't look as bad, because you ended it. He loved her for reasons of what she could do for him, he added. Their relationship didn't make sense to me, and his reasonings didn't make sense. Big Ed also accused Usman of being an opportunist who was more worried about his reputation and promoting his music. However, Usman defended himself against the accusation and insisted he was not scamming Kim. I cannot stand people accusing me from America, calling me a scammer when I'm not in the position to even need anything from anybody, basically. And so their status is complicated and they are not together, as we saw on the last episode of the tell-all. But we're friends. We're cool. I told him we can just be friends with benefits. I'm good with that. So that was kind of weird too, the friends with benefits part, at least in my opinion. Now, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this whole thing. Do you guys think that Usman was scamming Kim? Do you think they were scamming each other? Do you think they were kind of both, they both had something they wanted from this relationship and they kind of both got what they wanted and then they ended it? I think that's probably the most likely scenario. I do agree that at least in the beginning, Kimberly was head over heels for Usman. But I think at some point it became evident that, this relationship was trouble. And I have a hard time believing that neither Kim nor Usman were able to tell before actually meeting with a lawyer that Usman having a second wife in Nigeria would be problematic. It's like when they went there and they were told that, they were like, oh my God, I can't believe this is serious. I can't believe I never thought about this. Usman's like, I thought if I just kept my second wife in Nigeria, that'd be fine. And I feel like, Usman saying that on camera is kind of like a big red flag for immigration in the U.S. because they could always go back and look at this and look at all the information, all the blog posts, all the videos about Usman scamming, baby girl Lisa scamming. And I say scamming because, like I said, you believe it or you don't, it's up to you. But there is all this information out there about him scamming and also wanting a second wife and saying that he wants a second wife in Nigeria to have kids and whatnot. And so I'm not sure that I ever saw a possibility for Usman ever coming to the U.S. in light of all the things that he said and the way that he's acted on the show. I just don't think he'd ever be approved. And then you have Michael, who's also from Nigeria, who's never said any of those things about wanting a second wife, and his visa is still not approved. It's very hard to get a visa approved from Nigeria, and I think it's much harder if you say on video on a popular TV show that you want a second wife. I just don't think it's ever going to happen. So I did find that odd. But you guys let me know. Do you guys think that, Usman is a big scammer? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, guys. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Kimberly today for losing her sister almost 1 year to the day after losing her mom. So very sad indeed. We wish her all the best. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please hit that subscribe button right there. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.